Hello, good morning, sweet friends. How are you today? It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. I hope that you guys are doing well. Hey, if you guys don't see that little red light up there, that means you're on the rerun. Make sure you type rerun. All right. I am starting to see some live friends come in. Make sure you say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what the weather's like at your house today. It's gonna be warm here. Speaking of such, I have my heater on down here because it's a little chilly. Kevin has the front door open. I'm gonna turn it off because I'm gonna get hot. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, sweet friends. I'm so excited to see you guys today. Hello, sweet Stephanie. Welcome. Hello, Marcia from the Crafty Girl Marcia. Welcome. All right, you guys, thank you for coming and welcome to the All Things Vintage and Crafted event today, hosted by our Miss Sweet Tracy from My Sweet Home Living. I appreciate the invite to be in this event, and I'm super excited to bring you something fun today. Hello, Laura. Hello, I missed a few people. I'm so sorry. Cheryl, Caroline, Becky. Welcome, friends. Hello, Tanya. Thank you for sprinkling my sweet friend Marcia. Thank you, my sweet friend Stephanie. Hello, Nicole. Hello, sweet Lisa. How are you today? And my sweet friend Tracy. I'm so excited to see you guys. Okay, hello, Mara. Welcome. Mara's gonna, how's your tooth doing, sweetheart? Hello, Leanne. Welcome, sweet friend. And Becca. Susan from the Cottage Oak Designs. Welcome, sweet friend. Hello, Carolyn. Okay, you guys, we're going to get started because we have a time limit today. We only have 30 minutes today. Hello, sweet Donna. If you guys are not already part of Craft Round the Clock, I would invite you guys to become a member so that you guys can watch all of the crafters in one easy place today. All you'll have to do is refresh after each presenter and you'll have the next one right there at your fingertips. If you don't know the link, I've posted it in the details of this description of our video, so you can find it there. Hello, Lori. I'm sorry if I missed a couple people while I'm talking. Welcome. If you're new, please let me know that you're new. My name's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Hello, my sweet friend Kathy from the Chippy Farmhouse. Let us know if you're new so that we can give you a nice warm welcome. All right, you guys. Hello, Deb. Thank you, Darla. Darlia for sprinkling. Hello, Deb. Okay, you guys. I posted this to my page this morning, and I really didn't give you guys much of a clue. Hello, Francis from Silk and Vines. Hello, Angie and Zelda. Thank you for sprinkling the love, sweetheart. All right, you guys, Kevin and I went to my little hole-in-the-wall vintage shop here locally yesterday, and I found this. Okay, those that guessed a little red wagon wheel, you were correct. Thank you, Miss Tammy at Crafty Peep. Hello, Rhonda. So those that guessed a little wagon wheel, you were correct. I picked this up and fell in love with it immediately, and Kevin was like, ew, that's ugly. What are you gonna do? You can't do anything with that. And then we got to the checkout counter and he said the same thing to the lady, and she looks at him and says, what are you talking about? That is gorgeous. I would have that all over my house if I could. Hello, Jamie and Robin, and thank you, Miss Tracy. I saw your comment. It is rusty goodness. So we're going to do a little something patriotic because that's the first thing that came to my mind, you guys. Going to a parade, pulling a little red rag in. My girls were in parades growing up, even my youngest, starting at probably 4 or 5 because she was on an ice skating team. So we had to walk and pull a wagon and pull all of the water and all that good stuff. So to me, this kind of just represents like 4th of July, going to, you know, parties and things like that, fireworks shows. And so we're going to make something fun with that. Hello, Lizette. Welcome. Hello, Betty. Okay, I did a lot of prepping, you guys, because 30 minutes is not a lot of time. Hello, Stephanie from the Vintage Pebble. Anyway, I also found this at my little vintage thrift store. A little table leg. Oh goodness, can't even talk. It was painted red and it was a pretty bad paint job. So I went ahead and painted it a little bit more to give it a full coverage because I want to use the red to contrast with my rusty wagon to bring the red in. I have drilled a hole in the bottom, which was a little difficult because there was a little piece of metal there, but I've drilled a hole, put a dowel in there. We're going to attach it to this little wood plank. These came from Hobby Lobby in a nice little package. I can't remember how much they were, but there was several in there. So anyway, sorry if I'm missing you guys. I think I saw Sarah from Bootsy and Buttons and Christy from the Dashing Willow, and hello, Martha. And I'm sorry if I've missed your names. Good morning, hello, and welcome. I stained this already with the DIY liquid patina, you guys, and that's in the color of dark and decrepit, and I absolutely love this stuff. Miss Mara over at Retail Vintage Therapy, she sells this. She is here, or she was here anyhow. She has a page, she has a website, and you can get it from her and she will ship it to you. I just love that stuff, you guys. It is really, really awesome. First thing I want to do is kind of make this chippy. Hello, Christina from Breast Covered Cottage. Your piece was really beautiful, girl. I'm sorry I missed like the revealing of all of the goodness inside your thing because I had to get ready. My iPad was dying and I had to turn my phone on. We're going to use some bear wax. Okay, this is just some clear bear wax. Got it from Home Depot. Hello, Deborah. Your piece was gorgeous also. Stephanie's piece was also absolutely gorgeous. And I missed some of the morning people because I am in California and I missed some of the earlier people. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to use a paintbrush. I'm going to take some of this wax. Hello, Tony. And we're just going to kind of goop it up on our paintbrush. And we're just going to brush it on our wood. Like so, okay? All right. You're very welcome, girl. You need to do some more crafts like that once in a while. You're very good at that. Oh, yeah, your face was hysterical, Stephanie. Absolutely, it was a very gorgeous piece. Very gorgeous. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of Home Decor chalk paint in the color of a milk jug. And we're going to go pretty thick with this paint. We're just going to brush it right on here, very, very thick. Hello, Wendy. Welcome, my sweet friend. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope that you have a good time. I hope that you're inspired to make something fun, either by myself or some of our other wonderful creators today. All right, we got to get this nice and thick. Yes, everybody has been so awesome. All right, I'm going to dry this and then we'll do the sides. All right. Let me get my heat tool. And you guys, we're going to dry this, but we're not going to dry it all the way. We're just going to dry it to the top layer. You just want the shiny part to go away. I just think I saw somebody. Deborah, good morning. You live in Maui. Welcome, sweet friend. I have another friend that is here that's in, I think she's Honolulu. Hello, Tony. Hello, Erin. Welcome, sweet friend. I'm so happy to have you here. You guys, if you're new, let us know that you're new so we can give you a nice, good, warm welcome. All right. I'm online, honey, Kevin. I'm online. We're getting ready to move, you guys, and Kevin is out trying to get things ready, and the mailman just came, and he's I don't know why he's upset because the mailman is here. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead, before we scrape this, we're gonna go ahead and do the other sides, okay? Again, we're gonna do this nice and thick. I'm not sure why Kevin is upset because the mailman is here. And we'll do. You used to get upset because he brought all the bills. That's hysterical. Hello, Sonia. Welcome. I think he has a piece of mail that he wanted to take out, and that's probably why. Somebody broke into our mailbox, and we've been having to go pick our mail up for the past week. Because we live in a townhome and we have, like, you know, community mailbox. Okay, you guys, before I do the other side, we're gonna go ahead and scrape this on the top, okay? Because it's still a little wet. When I turn it over, it's gonna get all wonky. Welcome, my sweet friend, Nancy. I'm so happy to have you here. Hello, Maria. I think there was another new friend that I missed as well. So we're just gonna take our paint scraper, you guys, and we're gonna scrape it just like so. All right, look at that chippy on there like that. I am a very messy painter today. We're gonna take this and do it on this side. And we're gonna go just a little bit here on a couple spaces. And look at that, there's our chippiness, you guys. And then, let's see, let's dry this and then we can do the other side. And then we're gonna put it all together. Okay. Yeah, doesn't that look great? It works really good with the wax. It really works good. I learned this new technique using the paintbrush with the wax instead of a candle. It's a lot easier. Hi, Patty. Welcome, sweet friend. And you know, if you guys wanted to do multi-layers, let me just show you one other little trick that we can do with this, okay? But I want to get this dry, and maybe we'll do the last side afterwards, okay? Just because I have a lot to assemble and I want you guys to see it. Now, what I'm gonna do is take some of this kind of partway dry chippiness, okay? And we're just gonna kind of press it in here a little bit. Like so. Maybe a little bit in here. And then we'll dry it, and then it kind of gives it that caked on, chippy, painted and repainted look. Now it looks a lot better when you have like a bigger piece, and my piece is kind of small, so it's really hard to see, but I just kind of wanted to show you that cute little technique. Welcome, sweet friends. I'm so happy to have you here. All right, we got 15 minutes. Woo! I'm gonna be cutting it close, and I thought I over-prepped, you guys. All right, let's set this off to the side for a second. Gonna just kind of shove everything out of the way so that we can keep going. All right, you guys, so we're gonna use this as a flagpole if anybody didn't already guess that. Hello, Sybil. Welcome, sweet friend. Kevin. Kevin, I'm live. Oh my gosh, he cut his finger really good, you guys.
Oh, that's tape gun.
Ay, ay, ay. Here's a napkin. Hello, Adriana from Lexi Lee Creations. Well, happy to see you. Yeah, there's Kevin, you guys. You can't see him, but he's out packing. Those of you that don't know, we're moving, and he just cut himself on the tape gun.
It sliced me good.
All right, we're just gonna, I have a hole already in this piece.
Do you have a Band-Aid?
I do not have a Band-Aid down here. Okay, so I'm just gonna attach it down here and hope that it's gonna stay. We're not gonna have any bloopers like Miss Stephanie did of it falling out while we work with it. Yes. Okay, so next, you guys, I made a flag already. I took a piece of muslin fabric. I cut my little strips. I've already glued them on. I used Mod Podge, okay? Used Mod Podge and made my sweet little flag. All right. Now what we're gonna do is glue, glue it. Yeah. Now I have a piece of drop cloth that we're gonna glue to the back of this because I want this flag to be able to look a little bit wavy. So we're gonna put in some wire. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of hard to see. But we're gonna put some wire in here so that I can make it look like it's waving and not just hanging, because I want it to go above my, my little wagon wheel. So I'm gonna do 3 sides of the drop cloth, and then we can slide our wire in. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, you guys. I'm sorry I can't respond to all of your comments right now. I'm not seeing everything because, you know, we have to hurry. Now I'm just sliding the wire right inside. And I'm probably going to have to cut it down because it's a little long, the wire. I use my wire cutters. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue to hold these wires where I want them to go. So when I bought this little spindle, it came with some vintage lace attached to it. So I went ahead and used some of that vintage lace on the flag. Okay, so there is our flag, and it has a little wire inside. I have a little dowel that we're going to attach it to. All right, I hope that you guys will follow Craft Around the Clock. Stick around and watch all of the creators today and tomorrow. There's going to be another full day of wonderful, amazing, talented women. I don't know if any of our guys are in it, so I apologize if we have any of our male creators. All right, so we're going to put this in here. Oops. I also have a hole in the top. Okay, you guys can see that. And then it will, we can bend it so that it's wavy. We'll get it bent the right way once we get the other piece on, okay? All right, thank you, friends. Okay, now, yesterday I also found this rusty wire at my little vintage thrift shop, and the lady was like, oh, I don't know if I want to sell that. That took me years to get that way. And I'm like, you had it outside. All right, so we're just going to use a little bit of wire to attach these 2 pieces together, like so. Hopefully you guys can see that. Thank you, Irma. No worries, Deb. Welcome, sweet friend. The wire is sticking out of the glue. Oh, I see that. Yeah, it's, you know why? Because I didn't let it dry. Because I'm in a hurry. I will go back and fix that. Okay. So I'm just going to attach this on here nice and hopefully tight, if I can get it tight. I probably should have some like wire, needle nose wire. All right. Thank you for telling me that the wire was sticking out, friends. I didn't see that. The 30 minutes goes by so fast. Okay, now let me get this cut. Woo! That went flying somewhere. Thank you, Deb. Okay, now I don't want these little wires to show, so I have this rusty metal ribbon that I got from our sweet friend Jill over at the Rusty Leaf Studio. We're gonna cover up those wires to make this all kind of go together. Thank you, Janet. Now I'm gonna have to use a little bit of wire to kind of tie them together because gluing metal rust is really hard. Thank you so much for sprinkling, sweet Deb. And this is where my little needle nose pliers would have helped. Okay. I might have to go back and tighten that up with some needle nose pliers, you guys, because it's not that tight. We'll do this side. How much time? I got 9 minutes. And I need another bigger piece. Hello, sweet Sue. Welcome, honey. How are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, we'll both have blood, right? Kevin has blood from the tape gun and I have it from this. Yeah, I'm not gonna tighten it too much, you guys. We're just gonna get the look. Thank you, Irene. And I'll go back and get some needle nose because I don't have needle nose. Hello, Lisa, welcome. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, let me wipe my hands because they're rusty now. And we have 8 minutes and I hope we're gonna make it. Just have a couple more things. I also found this cute set of vintage numbers. It came in this little jar and I thought they were letters. And I was working last night, I picked it up and I opened it and I don't know if you guys can see that, but there we go. They're just little numbers on these little round wooden things. I don't know exactly what they came from. If anybody knows, please share. Thank you, Christina. So I already made a tag. I have this little rusty metal tag that I also got from Jill over at the Rusty Leaf Studio. She has a web page, or no, she has an Etsy page. She sells this, you guys. So I took those little numbers, 1776, attached it to some drop cloth to give us a little tag. And we're going to put a little tag right there. Let me turn this around for you guys to see this. So far, I'm going to have to fix that darn wire back there, but let me show you what we have going on so far. Okay, isn't that stinking cute? 7 minutes. Okay, we don't have that much left. I just want to put a bow. I want to make a bow. I just have a bunch of different things that I've gotten prepared to make. We're not going to make a bow. It's going to be more like, oh my gosh. Kind of like, oh my, I'm like drawing a blank on the words, you guys. Hello. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Irma. Okay, so this also came from Sweet Jill. This is a stained rust drop cheesecloth. And then I just have a couple strands of some regular muslin. And we're going to, because we have a new red piece and a rusty piece, we're going to mix the new and the old rusty together. So I just have a couple different pieces of rusty things that Jill sent. Also, I got some lace and some ribbon and some, what is this stuff called? I'm not going to make a bow really. I'm just going to kind of string them together. A tassel, is that what it's called that I'm looking for? And then on this cheesecloth, on the cheesecloth, I have some cute little bells hanging from the bottom. I attached some bells. I just strung it through and put a little bit of hot glue at the end to kind of keep it in there together. Just some different textures. There's a couple other ribbons. 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Cheesecloth for Kevin's finger. Well, I'm not sure that it would be. Yes, bias tape. Thank you, Anita. I'm not sure that the rusty cheesecloth would be very good for his cut. Just saying. But that's a good idea. Hello, Meriden. Welcome, sweet friend. All right. Oh, I just love the idea of those little bells on there. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Kevin's kind of going crazy outside, you guys. All right, almost done. Just a couple more pieces. And then we'll tie it together with a piece of twine. Hopefully I can find the end. There it is. Oh, thank you, Zelda. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, you guys. Yeah, no, it's not too deep, Angelica. It was just from the tape gun. He's cleaning the patio now. Oh, thank you so much for the stars, my sweet friend Zelda. I appreciate it. Okay. There is our cute little bow. I'm going to tie it on here, and then we'll maybe put a little glue in there to keep it secure. I got 4 minutes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Christy. I should make a bow with a wire. Oh. I'm going to put a little glue on here. Thank you, Deb. All right, I hope that, I know it's hard to see you guys. Woo, got some hot glue on my finger. Three minutes. Okay. You guys make sure that you guys stick around on Craft Around the Clock for the next creator. Our next creator, I don't know if I'm supposed to say or not, but it is Christy over at the Dashing Willow will be up next. So we'd really like for you guys to stick around and see what fun stuff she's got going on. But there is our cute little piece right there. I just love that little tag. Look how sweet our bow is. Tassel, whatever you want to call it. Yes, thank you so much, Donna. Oh, thank you, Deb. Yes, so this to me just reminds me of 4th of July. And I think I need to wrap my wire actually around that little pole to make it stay. But this is, when I saw this little red wagon wheel, rusty goodness, I just had to buy it because I already had really an idea of what I wanted. I just didn't know exactly. I actually thought about maybe even painting the wheel itself. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Becca. I have 2 minutes to spare. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate, we could even put some Sweet Annie or something on here. So hard for you guys to see. It's hard for me to put this in a space to see it because it's so tall. But I just love it. I think it turned out super cute. I hope that you guys are inspired to make something creative yourself. And get some, sorry, I'm watching this like go away. I hope that you guys will do something fun and creative for yourself, whether it's rusty, whether it's shabby chic, farmhouse, primitive, whatever that you like. I hope that you guys can find some inspiration and get some ideas to do something for yourself. I appreciate you guys being here. If you're new, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you enjoyed what you saw, I'd love to have you become a friend of the page. Make sure that you head back over to Craft Around the Clock, become a member so that you can watch all of our sweet friends all together in one place. My time is up, you guys. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.